Hey, everybody.
Hi, yes.
I found her.
Yeah.
Welcome to another
Exciting recipe.
recipe of Feel It Real.
Exciting episode. Because I'm wondering what the recipes are actually that 20's doing. Anyway, another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun.
I don't cook by recipes.
No, but you checked something.
Yeah, I cook with principles.
You cook
Triple
with
D,
principles.
Mark, Triple D, Jesse, Triple D, Joe. Guess
Look at
what,
them all.
guys?
Yo.
Those of you who are in the August Dream-driven day, it starts tomorrow. Tomorrow, we love ya. Adelia. Oh, my God. Guys, it is just a wonderful day. MM Alice is here. Triple D Sizzle. Olive. Whoa. So we've got a ton of really good questions and one that's really fucking stupid today.
Oh, wonder whose it is.
No, they're actually great. We have a bunch of fantastic
And one okay.
Triple D Tommy and Triple D Tony are here, and we have one that's like double fantastic, absolutely bombastic,
cool.
right?
Okay.
Renee.
Triple D
Tell you
Christopher
what,
Cliff.
is your name Sid Renee? Because I always go RNA. So
Yeah, I know.
I
We're
gotta
just
know.
a registered nurse association out here. If
Registered
you're an
Nurse
RNA.
Association. That's right.
So that's what I always think of.
All right. I
All
was
right.
never a real nurse.
You were never a real nurse, no.
Yeah, I always defer to the real nurses.
Top of the day.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just saw
So,
you
guys,
sneak in.
let's tell them where to go and what to do.
Okay, so go to
Victoria.
freeneville.com. Subscribe to the 221 email list
That's
while you're
right.
there, and you
Pseudo
get an
random
email
goodness.
of 20 every single day.
Oh, my God, yes.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That's right. If you get tired of the answer, that whole addiction to answers thing. Well, Mr. 20, I got one question. Well, I'll give you one answer. Well, now I get 3 more questions. Apparently you want 3 more answers. Well, now I've got 9 questions, right? It's like that when you're addicted to answers, life is like a multi-level marketing thing, right? Not that much fun, Mary. Welcome to the show. Triple D. That's right. And for the
refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
This is going to be a really interesting show with
Oh,
Emmett.
it is.
Oh, my God. Remember when you used to be on the show all the time?
Yeah,
Remember
and
that?
you're probably making my cardigan really dirty
All right.
now.
So, Victoria.
Yes.
Let us start with the questions.
Okay,
All
so
right.
the first question, this is our July 31.
This is
2020
July 31.
show.
That's right. 31st
Wow.
of July even. By the way, you guys that are still fence sitting, not just with MM, but with your life, I want you to realize something.
Half the year's already gone,
Half
you guys.
half the year plus 1 month is gone.
Yeah.
Right?
And we've
So,
sat through a pandemic when you've had nothing to do.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, Mitch, I don't have the time. Well, kill the fucking Netflix, right? In all seriousness, the year is half. I know, it's an artificial distinction, 20, which doesn't mean anything. It doesn't. But it's just an indicator of your fucking life, right? So for you guys that are still dicking around, I'm thinking about making a mailing list. I got an internet business, but I don't bother collecting emails. You don't have a business. You got a hobby, right? Start. Seriously. But anyway, Fred's here. Welcome to the show.
And
Amen, Fred.
Gaza. So
Gaza?
yes.
I love Gaza.
Oh, and DDD Mary must be there.
DDD Mary too. This is cool.
Okay, so
All
the
right.
first
Oh, yeah.
question.
And by the way, Delia says Christmas is coming. If you guys
Yeah.
need some other reason to be terrified, right?
Terrified.
Christmas is coming, right? Is this Christmas going to be worse than last Christmas?
Someone asked
We're
if you're
so-
wearing your church hat. No.
No, this is my Reddington hat. Triple D.
Yes, I think it's a trilby. Is that a trilby?
It's my trilby.
Trilby.
My Reddington hat.
Okay, so the first question's from, Fred in Manifesting Mastery.
Emmett's not happy that you're holding it there.
Oh, well, I'll hold it here then, isn't it? Okay. The fastest way to manifest money. What is the fastest way to manifest something? As you know, I want to manifest a lot, but in particular, I want unlimited amounts of money because I want unlimited amounts of money.
Right. Cool. So 2 things. One, anytime someone asks me, what's the fastest way to, they're already imagining that it's going to be a while. Right? Right? Yeah. No, skip that. 2, it's probably not really money you want anyway. I love money. I really do. I enjoy making it, spending it, all that good stuff. But at the same time, what's life really about? It's about experiences. Right? So, put money in as far as one of your buttons. My whole thing, I love double your income, work half the time, do that a couple times. How would you buy peanut butter differently? Yada, yada, yada. But, where the question is coming from, the question's coming from a state, which is, I'm imagining it'll be someday or slow. So, let's skip that. How do you do that? How do you imagine it's going to be someday? are slow. Right? How did we do
I was
that?
clocking through something in my head then, and maybe I'm wrong. I mean,
Probably.
quite possibly.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking how, because I see a lot of people do think, I want unlimited amounts of money. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So that, or whatever. But really, there's nothing else. We don't use that word really with, I want unlimited amounts of Vegemite. It doesn't really work. Do you know what I mean?
Totally, yep.
And so I really get that maybe that word with the money is like, doesn't really work,
Totally.
Whereas I get you double your income, work half the time. That works.
Yeah, that brings
That's
it to you. It's
something-
your day.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Unlimited
Amounts of sleep. What? It's like, or unlimited. Yeah, that just doesn't work for me.
Yeah, it's a vague concept. Feels nice. Feels nice. Right? What do I want?
Yeah.
What do I want? Seriously? When Victoria has me ordering another outfit for Bruce, right? I haven't. Yeah, you know why I haven't ordered it? She's only mentioned it to me a couple times. You know why it has caused marital strife for me?
Marital strife.
Okay, it has caused me marital strife because I just haven't taken the time. Right? I'm not going, okay, babe, you think we need another one? Well, you go get a fucking other job.
Well,
right?
I have. I've written it down on my list
double
today.
No, I said you get another fucking job, right?
Oh.
Right? So, yeah, you get it? This is where people get hung up. Because if you imagine, if you imagine up a life where money isn't an issue, I don't care about unlimited money. I know we have money that keeps coming in. And I know whenever I just make the time, I'll order it, which will be today because I'm tired of having marital strife.
Cool.
Get it?
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want to read that? Or-
No. So, Armando, what I'd suggest, we've got a full show today. I can see you've got a question there. Would you email 20 on 2020@xhostage.com and we'll slot it into next week's show. I think that's the easiest.
Yeah, we really can't take
We
them
can't take
coming
any
in.
from the show.
Yeah,
from
because it just
comments.
makes the flow up.
Yeah.
Causes marital strife for me.
It does.
I mean, you can't imagine what I'm going to have to put up with after the show since I've brought up marital strife
Twice.
Right? She's keeping count.
Oh,
She's
God.
in the state of count keeper.
Made my top disgusting. Oh, my God.
I got to tell Victoria did her best to look magnificent for the show.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So there you go, Fred.
There you go, Fred. Cool.
And I forgot to say it was Fred in Manifesting Mastery. Cool.
Love you,
Hope
Fred.
You
I see you're
enjoy
here.
that. Thank
Nice
you.
outfit, by the way.
Oh, cool.
It's all sparkly.
Sparkly outfit
Sparkly
on Fred.
outfit.
Okay.
All right. Boom.
The next question's from Charlotte in Manifesting Mastery.
Charlotte.
Is this the Sabbath? Please, can you explain the Sabbath or living in the end? I don't understand this part of it, as no one really talks about it. As you're either meant to be living in the end or you're not. Is this a bridge, in your opinion? I just can't thank you enough for this amazing course. I feel so full of life and confidence that I've never experienced before. I feel truly amazing.
Cool.
Thank you, TTNV. Thank you, Charlotte.
So I had to include a little bit here. So there was an earlier part of an earlier email that Charlotte sent me. And part of it had to do with... here's how I notice if someone's in the Sabbath. Remember what the Sabbath is. You work for 7 days, or you work for 6 days, and on the 7th day you rest.
Yes.
Right? Knowing the work is done. Why is it that people don't rest in this culture? They don't think the work's ever done. Go, 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 go. Right? They're addicted to hustle. Right? As much as I love and enjoy Gary Vee, the guy's a stroke waiting to happen. Because it's hustle, 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 right? Yeah. So there comes a point when you nail it. Yeah, and Charlotte, you emailed back and forth on this a little bit, where it doesn't bother you anymore. Yeah, see, and some people say, well, that's easy for you, Mr. 20, because you're a master of this, or it's easy for lunch, right? Now, when I imagine being a citizen, and I come to Australia on a visitor visa, right? I don't, like, for the whole flight, imagine being a citizen. And every night when I go to bed, imagine being a citizen for 4 years.
Or 4 years, exactly.
Right? So as soon as I nail it, I get on with my life. I imagine up a business, a puppy, a car, all sorts of things along the way, right? And citizenship shows up when citizenship shows up. And here's the thing about the Sabbath, right? It's your day of rest. You know the wish is at rest. You don't feel the need to keep pushing. And it's sort of like this. Here's another one. Well, how do I know I've nailed it? Well, you find yourself putting other buns in the oven. Because if you're stuck, I'm baking my bun, baking my bun, baking my bun, baking my bun. It's like the time to make the donuts, guys. Anybody remember that? Everybody who does write the word donuts, right? Yeah. Time to make the donuts. Time to make the donuts. Time to make the donuts, right? It's when you nail it, it's like, all right, I made the donuts. Now what? Let's take the dog for a walk. Now what? Let's make some bread. Now what? You get it? So whenever you've nailed it, whenever it's Sabbath time, it's like the end of the workday, Miller time. You're not going, oh, fuck, man, I got more to do. You're kicking, right? There's the thing, kicking back. So, Lauren, welcome to the show.
Cool.
All righty. So I saw a couple people wrote donuts, I think. Donuts, Q. All right. My triple D people. Look,
Donuts,
Chris Nelson's
donuts.
Cool. Nice.
Yes, and Quentin.
All right.
Cool.
Alrighty, guys.
Okay, so I don't know if Charlotte's here, but yeah.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
All right. Cool.
Excellent.
All right. Next.
Oh, so the next one.
That's right.
Happens to be from Charlotte and Manifesting Mastery as well.
That's right.
It's the same Charlotte.
Yes, it is.
Why do some dreams manifest? ... Why is it some dreams can manifest, i.e. precognitive dreams, etc., and why some don't, with thank God in brackets? I mean, you are literally in the world of imagination where you think and feel everything. What are your thoughts on this?
Just like porn.
Porn. Yes.
Right? Yeah. Daydreams dissipate. Neville says to imagine what implies your wish has been fulfilled. It sort of like brings it down to a point. But what's really important with this is that the imaginal act has creative power, right? When you nail something for lunch, like I've nailed what's for lunch, and I know what's for lunch, but I could daydream about something else. Oh, that'd be yummy too, cheesecake, right? But we're not going to have it. Too bad, so sad. Sucks to be you.
Too bad, so sad.
Too bad, so sad.
Yeah.
So
404 no more for porn, says Oliver.
No more. Right? So consciousness is the only reality, right? When I was a kid, I dreamt all the time about being in a city made of red bricks. It was a burned out city. Right, it was a city that was burned out. There was destruction all over the place. When I was 23, I was at work one day and I realized, there's smoke coming out of them windows. Oh, it's that dream. Fuck.
Was it red bricks?
Yeah, it was red bricks, right? It's like,
oh God.
Yeah, caught on, right? Now, here's the thing. Some people are going to say, well, it was like that precognitive kind of thing. No, I gave it life. One way or another, I gave it life. So you can have an imaginal experience that you don't give life to. Like, oh, yeah, wouldn't it be nice? It was me and the Barbie twins or whatever. Right? It's just a distraction, right?
Cherry 2000.
Cherry 2000, right? Yeah, 404.
Or is it 606? Or 6. I can't read that, sorry.
I can't read that. It keeps moving.
Yeah.
All right. So there's the difference, right? If you imaginal act that bang, right, there you go. You're planting a seed, but it's like, oh, pretty little seed. Yeah, you wake up in the morning, that was a hell of a dream. Right? Otherwise, we'll be all sleeping with the porn stars. I'll be sleeping with the same one. Well, if you're imagining me with Cherry 2000, or I'm
and
imagining me with Cherry 2000,
one.
which one of us is going to win? I fucking win. Christopher Cliff, the Ken twins. Yes, sir, for you, my friend. Boom. But Ken didn't have no genitals, from what I remember. Right? That's why we always had G.I. Joe with Barbie. But that's another story. Alona, Triple D.
Because there was
boom.
Ken doll, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a Ken doll.
Yeah, I saw someone actually that tried to make themselves look like Ken doll.
Really?
It did not look good.
It did not look good. All right, Barbie twins are boring.
Cool.
Yeah, I never had a thing for plastic chippies. Just to be blunt,
Plastic chickies.
Yeah, I had chippies.
Chippies.
Yeah, in Australia, chippy means carpenter. So
they do.
So it always screws her head up.
Yeah, okay.
Plastic carpenters. What's he talking about? Except for Karen Carpenter. Damn. So, all right. So
Cool.
I thought that'll work.
That'll work.
That'll work.
Hope you can make sense of that one, Charlotte. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
your
Charlotte.
question. The next question's from Solia on Facebook. This is so complicated.
By the way, I titled it that.
Okay.
You'll find out why.
So, how do you love yourself and your body when you're feeling fat and people tell you that you're overweight? How do you still assume that your special person is attracted to you despite you being fat? How would self-love tie in with this situation?
Oh, good goddamn, that's complicated.
Yeah.
Right? So how do you love yourself? Here's the thing. What you are is love. Now, do you love yourself? Do you hate yourself? Do you tolerate yourself? I mean, that's just like... I'm assuming you're talking about self-concept, right? Now, let's just keep that in mind, but keep going. So what was the next little bit there?
About the special person being attracted to you if you...
Well, love yourself and your body when you're feeling fat.
I see.
So are you fat or not? By the way, there are some skinny chicks that got all the right parts in all the right places.
They're as depressed as anything.
And they're not pretty.
Yeah.
Right? They are not fun to look
they're
at.
ugly people, as
Right.
in...
Yeah, where they're coming
From the inside,
right?
yeah.
And there's some, I've mentioned this one lady at the dog park, I don't see her much anymore, but I mean, she was a big woman, but when she walked, she was hot. I mean, you could just tell. I mean, it wasn't, but she just carried herself with this oozing of confidence in who she is, right? So let's keep going with all that.
And then the special person attracted to
Special
you
person,
if you're feeling fat.
right? So I'm a little fat. We've started
We're
eating
both a
these.
bit fat.
We've started eating these things called carbs during the loogie, right? Oh my god, it's
They're fun.
It's fun, right?
They're yum.
Yeah. So we both picked up a couple pounds.
Yeah.
Right? Do you find me any less attractive?
No.
Exactly. Same here, right? So it's like, now if she started imagining she was less attractive, should be at least less attractive to her.
Yeah.
All right, which might be when I go, damn, and she goes, fuck you. What are you? Yeah, I'm not pretty. I was like, oh no, you're not.
Yeah.
You're one of them now, right?
Yeah.
So let's skip all that stuff. Special person, self-love. Did we get to the self-love one yet? Yeah, how would self-love fit in with this? All that. Oh my God, it's complicated. Another word, or go to easymanifestingmethods.com. I swear to God, if you just take those lessons and do one thing, what do you hunger for? What do you hunger for? I sent Victoria in on a mission today, and I told her, get this and get that. These are two things that I hunger for. You got it? My desire was not to make her my slave and go into the store. My desire was, hey, babe, I need these. If I could just sit here and you run in, you're faster than me. I'll do some geek shit while you're in there, right? Boom. What do you hunger for? You hunger to be attractive? Okay, imagine being attractive. Imagine the people in your life find you attractive, right? At least the ones with good taste, right? You want to be thinner? Imagine what implies that you're thinner, right? Just let this all be about you and use those tools and drop all these things like special person, self-love, love yourself and your body. Just, oh my God. Think about it. When you're fat, there's more to love, right? I just want an unlimited body. All right.
Unlimited body.
All right. Say that didn't work with that either. All right. So
one other thing. So, Solia, if you do go to easymanifestingmethods.com, I'll just slot in. It's free. There's only 7 emails. That's all there is. And I think, wasn't it?
well, there's 7 in the series, but I do send them other emails as well.
Oh, okay.
Because you're on my email list.
All right.
Until
So there's
you die
7
or
in
leave.
this series, and
They're speedy. They're
fantastic.
fun. It'll help you get rid of all this, because if you've got to do self-love, meditations, and then do something to make your special partner love you, it's, oh my God, just right. You want to be in a happy relationship, loving wife. If you want to be married, just, we explored that elsewhere. But just let this be really simple. Let it be all about you. Skip all these extra things. And you'll find the less complicated it is. All right, next.
There you go.
All right.
Cool. Thank you, Solia.
Christopher Cliff, I could eat myself for breakfast. I don't even know what you guys are talking about, but I just got to toss that in there. I could eat myself for breakfast.
Or you want to? I don't know. Okay. Right.
Boom.
The next question's from Vicky via an email. What's the difference? What's the difference between the Feel It Real program for $27 and the $97 Manifesting Mastery Course.com program? Does Manifesting Mastery include the Feel It Real Power Pack?
All right, guys, I need your help. What's the difference between Feel It Real Power Pack and Manifesting Mastery?
Well, Scott will know.
Right? So I want you guys to do it, and I'm going to shout it out here because, I can explain the basics, right? A $27 package, it's got some recordings, it's got a book that you can print out, right? No big deal, right? And it's cool. It's a cornerstone. And I could talk about Manifesting Mastery Course.com, right? 90-day adventure, daily email, little recording, so on and so forth. But I want to know, what's the difference, guys? What's the difference between Manifesting Mastery and the Feel It Real Power Pack? Or just tell me about it. Tell me about Manifesting Mastery Course. And I'm going to read your comments on the air here for Vicky because I want her to get your juice from this. All right, I'm waiting.
Loads of people have done it.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
So
cool. All right, Mary.
Yeah.
Mary says MM helps you realize what gets in the way. Totally. Through experience, right? Not just telling you this is what gets in the way. Maymuna says, I am in Manifesting Mastery. Not sure of the difference. I think go for MM. Cool. Yeah. I don't know if you have the Feel It Real Power Pack or not, but it's just here's your stuff, right? Scott says, Feel It Real Power Pack. I learned how to really feel it real.
Yes.
Didn't know how before. Okay, the Feel It Real Power Pack does give you those basics that everybody complicates. Fran says, the 90 days of lessons in MM that guide and develop the concepts. It's awesome. Yeah, so you get it? 90 days, right, of little things. Michelle, can someone provide info for MM? Cool. If somebody would type in Manifesting Mastery Course.com,
yes,
sizzle.
You'll read all the testimonials and all the stuff up there.
Cool. Yes. Chris from Dream Driven Day says that Manifesting Mastery helps you, something he said about changing the way you view the world, experience everything. Tony says Power Pack is a great basic resource. Manifesting Mastery is a full-on life-changing course. Thank you. Cool. You see, this is cool. Manifesting Mastery Course.com. Good on you, Olive. Cool.
Thank you.
Good on you, Chris. Cool. Boom, boom. Yeah. Scott says, highly recommend Feel It Real before MM. Cool.
Okay.
By the way, 2 ways to go about that. Okay, the Feel It Real Power Pack gives you a taste of how we do things, right? You can do one before the other or whatever. I missed Mark's.
Sorry.
I think Mark said it was more basic, FIRPP, but Manifesting Mastery goes deeper. I think that's what I saw. Adelia says, huge differences of experiences that go together. MM is a specific daily exercises to get rid of the batshit crazy stuff. Ross says, MM sets up the shift in perspective and practice habits. Yeah, totally.
Wow, that's cool. So many goody. Yeah.
And Scott says, you can also do MM and the Feel It Real Power Pack together. Totally. Right? Remember, MM only takes you about 15 to 25 minutes a day if you're slow. Right? Slow. and the MM, you can look at that anytime. Right? And the
Feel It Real
the Feel It Real Power Pack, rather.
Yeah.
And your MM lessons are yours forever as well. Quentin says, is there really a wrong way to dive into Neville? Yep, Reddit.
Reddit.
Really, for fuck's sake, man. I go on Reddit or some of these other fucking groups. It's like, oh my God. But it's, yeah. But yeah, totally, right? When in doubt, anyway.
Cool.
So I think
Excellent.
That's fabulous. And thank you guys. I really appreciate all that. Yeah. Q says, just as long as we play. Totally. Now, there's the thing, right? If you want to notice, Sizzle says, AMM's a great place to start for anyone. Right, so here's one more bit I'll toss out. I lost it. Fudgesicles. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Michelle says I love Reddit.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go to Reddit for this stuff. There's some good people on Reddit. Don't get me wrong, and some people there that are really good because they point out that we put up some good stuff. But God, there's a lot of confused people out there. Oh yeah, here's what I wanted to say. Notice how much fun they're having. If somebody is way too serious and constipated and argumentative and they're not having fun, I would not want to learn from them. Right? Or if they're looking at you with crazy eyes. Hello, it is crazy eye time. I'm going to crazy eye talk to you for a while. Right? Yeah, people that are too serious or nuts, run. Right? But besides that, just notice how much fun are they having with this, right? So, boom.
Cool.
Alrighty. So,
All right. So that's it for what the differences are. That's great, Vicky, because you've helped, loads of people tell others as well what they're all about.
look at all those comments. Keep
I know,
coming. Boom.
there's just loads.
All
So
right.
thank you, Vicky, for your question. The next question is from Sonia on Facebook. I'm imagining the opposite.
Now I combined two posts, a post of yours and your question, Sonia, because this will help put it in context real good.
Cool.
All right.
My relationship is going to shit. I don't want to lose him. Seems like I'm doing all wrong. What's happening? The more I play with the tools, the more mistakes I make, and he gets more distant.
Let's just hold that in mind. That was an earlier post. Now we'll get to your question.
I've been having subconscious thoughts, so I think I'm imagining the opposite. I'm imagining the opposite of what I want in my relationship, or not. How do I know this is not about part of the process to be a loving wife?
Cool. Now here's the only opposite that I noticed that you're doing. You're making it about him. I don't want to lose him. I swear to God, and again, there's some people that get upset that I say this, right? I'm never saying that you can't have someone specific in your life, okay? I'm married to her. I like her. But I swear to God, if I make it about her, today, it all goes to shit. If I make it about her doing something right, something wrong, it all goes to shit. Every time. Remember, what does Neville say? There's no one to change but self. You want to be a happy, loving wife? You enter into the state of happily married, happy, loving wife. And watch what happens. Either it'll be who you're with or it'll be with someone else. But you'll be happy. And you'll be loved or loving. And you'll be a wife. Okay? And that's what's really, really cool. Hi, Bruce. Because when you let it be all about you, you're not going to be looking for signs. You're not going to have this thing of, and by the way, watch this. So this whole thing of subconscious, where are we at?
I've been having subconscious thoughts.
Subconscious thoughts. That's implying there's something out there. There's something out beside you. When you're making it about him, okay, you're making it about something outside you. When you're making it about subconscious, it's something that's outside of me. You get it's just weird versus like, great, what state are you in? State of happy, loving husband has me perceived as happy, loving husband, and has me experiencing life as happy, loving husband. But if I switch states, then it just falls to shit. Oh, you'll make me happy. Right? Then there's pressure. So, boom. All right.
Cool. Okay, so that was from Sonia.
Yep.
Yes.
That's the shift right there. You got to let it be about you. Cool. We've got some new questions coming in. Lullaby. I saw Mark asked about that. If you go to feelitrealfun.com.
Yeah, let's put him in the middle.
Okay. If you go to feelitrealfun.com and just go there and search there for Lullaby, you'll definitely find it. Or if you go to freeneville.com, just type that in the search box there, Lullaby, and you'll find it just really fast. So I've got enough questions for today. I can't go into that specifically. But I will say this, right? If you stick with Neville, one of the things you're going to notice is most people, what they'll do on Reddit, for example, they'll say, well, isn't the lullaby all about affirmations? No. Right? If you go to freeneville.com and you read Neville's entire description there, you'll find the thing he says first you enter into the state of your wish fulfilled. Then, right? You're not talking yourself into it. Love you. All right. Victoria? All right. I'll put you on the camera.
Yeah, I can come in. Yeah, that's cool. All right, excellent. Cool. Thank you,
welcome,
Sonia.
Mark. What are you doing? You're a goof.
The next question's from Dream Driven Day Tommy.
Yo.
Weird ways to manifest. What is an out-of-the-box, different, weird, yet fun way to be absorbed by the state of the wish fulfilled? Laugh out loud, just for fun. I'm in the game now.
God, I don't know. Here's what I do notice. I notice a lot of people try to make it serious. I find, how do you surrender to anything? I think that in itself is just a pursuit to notice. Like, how do I surrender to being loving puppy dad? You get it? How do I surrender to being loving husband? Just noticing, what? Love you. Right? How do you do that? I really, love. There was a quote early in Dream Driven Day. You probably remember it, but it talks about when you so fully fall in love with a state that it haunts the mind.
Mind, yeah.
In other words, all of your perceptions are colored by it. Get it? Happy, loving husband. My perceptions of everything are influenced by that. You got it? So like when we're at the dog park today and we get separated for a little bit and I look back and I see, oh, there she is, way back there. Right? If happy, loving husband wasn't a state that I was in, if I was fully absorbed into loving puppy dad, I wouldn't look back. But loving husband has me look back. Where are they? There they are. Wow. So just explore surrender. I mean, I'm going to suggest that. Do you have anything that pops in whenever you read the question?
No, not at the moment.
I think that the cool thing about this angle of approach is you don't make it a how-to. You let it be a how do I.
Yeah.
Right? How to surrender versus how can I? How do I? How else can I? Just let it haunt the mind.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
He's sapping up the love, this one.
He's a love sponge.
Yeah.
All right.
Good boy. Excellent. Yeah, so if you find, let us know, Tommy, when you get a weird, wacky, fun way.
Boom.
Sweet. Thanks for your question. The next question's from Prachi on Facebook. Happy all the time. How do I get in a state and remain in a state of a person who has it all? I really want to see ideal happy state of my family. I want to live in the continuous state of happiness by seeing them happy. But when they say something or get upset over something, my state suddenly gets down.
Boom. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to totally ignore that. So here's what's interesting. Ready? When someone tells me, I want to be an expert Forex trader and always take winning trades. As soon as you take one that's not a win, your entire reality crashes. Right? Has anybody here been in a family? Is your family always loving, positive, and happy, happy, joy, joy all the time?
Never.
Right? Never, right? There's always going to be a speed bump. It's sort of like saying, right, so what I want to do is I want to drive a car that never runs out of gas and never hits a speed bump. Here's what makes me happy. I know who I am and how this works, right? And I got a dog, right? That keeps bug-eyed me during the show, right? So I know who I am and how this works by playing with this. Now, here's the thing. Your family has a bad day or somebody says something. Okay, revise the conversation as you hear it. Imagine lovingly. Yeah, thanks, Quentin. I appreciate that. So, your family's going to have ups and downs. You're going to have ups and downs. You didn't come here for happy, happy, joy, joy all the time. So you imagine lovingly for your family. When shit hits the fan, you lift them up. And there's the thing. And that doesn't mean that you imagine, I wonder, notice, are you waking up in the morning dreading the day because shit might hit the fan? You get to put all that stuff to rest. So instead of imagining the family having problems and that bumping you out of your state, everything in my life is an opportunity to explore this. Try that on for an attitude. Just like this. Everything in my life is an opportunity to explore this. Boom. All right.
Cool.
How's that, Victoria?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, very sweet.
Yeah, and like I said, give up on any of the always things. It's sort of like the whole thing, if we go back to Fred's thing on unlimited money or something like that. If I had a business plan that was like every day I make $1,000 and one day I make $990, yeah, fuck, it's over. It's done. The run is done. Versus like, right, here's what I imagine. Right?
Yeah, it's like what we explore in Dream Driven Day, really, are making waves. And
totally.
Yeah, because you can never be all happy, joy, joy, like you just said. You wouldn't want it, actually. Well, personally, I would never want everything all happy, joy, joy, 24 hours a day for the rest of my life. It's like, Anyway, explore it in Dream Driven Day, Pratchie. Excellent. Thank you for your
The
question.
next one opens in October. Boom.
The next question's from Maria in Manifesting Mastery. Don't use I remember when. How do you get into a state when you've lost something, real estate in brackets, and it hurts very much to think about it? What technique do you use to get it back? I was told not to use I remember when because it would either be destructive if I'm remembering when I did own it, and torturous if I'm remembering the event that caused me to lose it in the first place.
God, notice how complicated it gets, right? That could be a part of the theme for today's show. So, so you want something that you don't have. You imagine what implies you have it, right? And here's the thing: you nail it. I did a podcast this morning on nailing it, and we talked about Bob the Nailer yesterday on the refund. But the whole thing is, you really get to notice what's my true wish. Let it be about you, and you get to nail it. And you'll notice once you've nailed it. All right.
Who is that? Yeah, let's quit
I
about...
tell you, if you guys talking about Joseph Eli could just kill it,
Yeah.
right? I would really appreciate that because, yeah, I'm just going to be blunt. The guy's a fucking nutball, and that's all I'm going to say, right? So let's just drop that here, or else we'll just silence you guys, right? So where were we with this?
So where
Oh,
we
yeah,
are,
for the house
so
thing,
I
right.
remember when.
Cool. Yeah, use whatever tool you want to. Here's the thing: if you're currently experiencing the agony, okay, you're reliving not having it, reliving not having it, reliving not having it. If you move into what would imply that you have what feel you've lost, again, if you want to live on this property, experience one sip of coffee living on the property, and let it all take care of itself as it takes care of itself. Because if you're caught up in what's happening there and this and that and this other thing, you're just torturing yourself. Versus like, right, you can remember when this tortured you. And here's the key with I remember when. If you're having a bad day, you feel it in the past. So if you're upset about it, you feel the upset is in the past. And how do you do that? By imagining what you've chosen. You remember, the whole thing with I remember when is you remember when she was single by imagining her married. Right? So you remember when you didn't have the property by imagining what implies you do. And the big thing with this is going to be, how many other buns are you putting in the oven? Because if this is your sole obsession for months, or the one that just keeps going on and on and on and on, well, it just gets weird. Because that becomes your obsession. Okay, Tommy, okay, let's just fucking drop it. Okay? Seriously. You want to go watch his show? Go watch his fucking show, right? Okay, so here's exactly. You imagine the upset in the past. If you keep feeling upset, that's what you're going to get. And the other thing, the really big thing is, don't just obsess about this one wish. Put a lot of buns in the oven. Nail this one, like I said about my immigration thing. I imagined immigration probably no more than half a dozen times. 4 years later, everything comes together. But meanwhile, I put a billion other buns in the oven.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the big thing. Because if you make it about your house, it's never going to be about your life. And the way you make it about your life is going to be making it about you and your day, dreamdrivenday.com. So, boom.
Sweet. That was from Maria. Thank you for your question. And the last question today is from Dream Driven Day Jake. Forcing or feeling? I don't know what to do once I catch myself forcing it. Everything just kind of dies. So what to do at that point when I catch myself trying to force feeling into something? Do I actually nail it instead of just laying there like a dead fish?
Notice there's one extreme or the other. I love the way that you put this because you made it very visceral. Force feels forceful.
Yeah, and it will
Right.
cause to die because of that.
Yep. And here's the thing. So it's almost like manic depressive, right? The mania is so high that the depression has to hit, versus, right, being alive. That whole thing of being alive is going to have the surrender be an active process. Like literally me surrendering to her happiness in the garden. I can't force her to be happy in the garden. Hey, Victoria, look at the bright side. Right. Right. You get it? I also just can't give up. Well, fuck it. She's not happy. I don't care. You got it? This is what's really, really cool. Because, if I'm actively imagining her happy in the garden, I enjoy it. And there's the big thing. Because as soon as I just really, really dive into enjoying if my experience is I'm enjoying her in the garden, what's that imply? It just sort of makes it so that it's not that dead fish. I don't care. She doesn't want to enjoy herself, whatever. Or like I will make sure she enjoys herself in the garden, right? So there's the thing right there, right in the middle. So, boom.
Cool. Excellent.
Alrighty. So to go back a little bit, I saw Tommy was going still in a good way. So I just want to mention. So here's one of the reasons why I've got a zero tolerance level for people bringing anyone who's batshit crazy onto this show. And the reason why is we can debate his thing, my thing, Neville's thing. I'm just going to say, it's so much easier when you let this just be about you, when you really just play with the tools. His opinion, yada yada yada, I just skip it all, because there's just some things that lead to madness, and just avoid that. Again, if someone's way too serious, if they're not having fun, if it's all very militaristic, if they're insane, avoid that. Just don't go there. And that's why I went into I approached that as intensely as I did, because like there are some people out there that are absolutely crazy, and they're teaching this stuff. And I'm not saying he is or not, but I will say he's not someone I would follow or listen to. Right? Just being blunt. All right? And that just is what that is. So that's that. So Victoria.
Feeling is everything, I reckon, Tommy.
Totally.
Me,
Now
anyway.
remember, the whole thing with feeling is it's the knowing, the state of your wish fulfilled. And this whole thing of actually enjoying life and being alive, that totally eliminates all the crazy. So, boom. Yeah, Neville wrote the book, Feeling is the Secret. That's it, right?
And because for me, Neville always says, the tones of reality. How can you have a sense, like see something, hear something, like touch something? It's got to inspire feelings from that sense to have the real tones of reality in it. That's
Totally
what I get. So, otherwise it's like you could be a robot talking, thinking, seeing. I don't know. It's like,
and when you watch the people out there that look like robots when they're teaching this, there's the thing, right? I'll just toss that in there too. All right.
Excellent.
So Victoria.
Wow.
Boom.
Cool show. Thank you, guys.
You can ask your question.
Oh, well, I can't. Well, I could get, but then I'll show you my dirty jumper from Emma. So I'll just say, tell us your strawberry bit.
Yay.
What was it today?
Victoria, what was your strawberry bit today?
Ooh. Probably that actually, for me, right at the end, that you actually opened up and explained what was going on for you with that guy or anyone. And it's almost like the attitude of Abdullah, where you come from. It's like slamming that door. I'm not listening to that, because you know from so much experience, this is what works, not that. And I can see, so that for me was great, because you're helping, you're giving to them as well by explaining that. So What was your strawberry bit?
Cool. I think for me, when I watch a show come together, the one thing that I noticed with the like a sub theme working through things is complicated. Any time it gets complicated, whether you're adding concepts like self-love, yada yada yada, all that stuff.
Yeah, there was subconscious or precognitive,
or subconscious, and all that stuff.
Sorts of words
It just gets really weird. Versus if you just let this be about you, what it really comes down to is that whole thing of like, right, like, what do I want for lunch? Pizza, concept, right? But if like, oh, pizza, oh my god, oh, that chicken tandoori pizza, oh, we haven't had that. See, and suddenly a user experience starts happening. Now it can become a daydream where it's we probably won't get one. But if we move into the state of like really like that's for lunch, we'll find it. Boom, right? Well, or make it or something, right? So yeah, that's mine. Like when I look at the show, literally all the little ways that complexicating it kept showing up, or you can just, just really nail that simple bit. So, alrighty. Lots of strawberry bits there. Can't wait to read those.
Good one. Yeah, we'll look forward to those.
So, Victoria.
Meanwhile, go to freeneville.com.
Yep, go there. 221 email list.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That's right. All experiential. Again, for Vicky that wrote in, I'll be sending this to her. That to me is the big thing, because a lot of people, they will get something like the Feel It Real Power Pack or read somebody else's book or something, and it's just data.
Yep.
And to really apply it, the reason we developed manifestingmasterycourse.com, my model was this. If you were staying in the little cottage out back and we were having coffee once a day, this is what I would do with you for 90 days. Here's a little thing to do. Here's a little thing to do. Here's a little thing to do. Just one thing a day. And suddenly in 90 days, boom. Jen, next Jen again is here. Boom.
Cool.
Nice to see you.
Sweet. And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That is the rightness. Thanks for being here, guys.
Yeah.
Have a lovely day.
Weekend.
And some of y'all will catch you on the watch party later.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
See ya.
See ya.